I'm going to tell you exactly what the problem with the body positivity movement is.
I came across a video where someone pro-fat acceptance said body positivity was flawed, and I had to stop and listen. So let's break this down.
Body positivity was never going to work because its message at its core was flawed.
You're right, but not for the reason you think.
Even though it challenges unrealistic beauty standard and it came at a point in history where we really needed that.
Unrealistic beauty standards? You mean the idea that health looks better than sickness? Human beings are wired to find physical fitness attractive because it's a sign of strong genes and good health.
Something about it never quite sat right with me. Maybe you've also felt it somewhere in the back of your mind that something about it felt disingenuous, but you were never quite able to voice it out. So I'm going to tell you exactly what the problem with the body positivity movement is.
Of course it didn't sit right. Deep down, even the most dedicated body positivity advocates know the message collapses under its own weight. It's cognitive dissonance. You can chant all bodies are beautiful all you want, but the second you see a fit, strong person next to someone who is severely overweight, your biology tells you which one is thriving.
The first problem is that this idea that we could simply choose to be beautiful completely ignores the fact that powerful cultural beauty standards exist. And
You're blaming culture for something that's nature. The reason a lean, strong body is considered attractive in every corner of the planet across race, geography, and history isn't because of a global conspiracy. It's because those are signs of health and fertility. Our bodies evolved over hundreds of thousands of years to recognize health as attractive.
and that there are social consequences for being fat or ugly. Discrimination, judgment, loss of opportunity. With all of this, our culture creates a very powerful fear in women that they just cannot forget so easily.
So the reason body positivity failed is because women are too afraid of judgment? That's the argument? If fear of social consequences is all it takes to destroy a movement, maybe the movement was never based on anything real. And yes, there are social consequences for being obese. That's just cause and effect. Obesity increases the risk of over 200 diseases. People instinctively avoid danger.
These messages don't exist in a vacuum. It's really hard to believe that every body is beautiful when you exist in a climate that repeatedly tells you that only some bodies and some faces are considered beautiful.
There shouldn't be a belief at all. Believing that every body is beautiful is as absurd as believing every car is fast. It's a measurable reality. Some bodies are healthier, stronger, more functional, and yes, more attractive than others. It's observable.
The second problem with body positivity is that it still exists in a binary worldview that opposes beautiful with ugly or average.
No, the binary worldview you're describing comes directly from fat acceptance itself. The entire narrative is built on dividing the world into oppressed fat people and privileged thin people. You can't complain about a binary that your own ideology invented. And yes, most people are average. That's literally what average means. But average isn't the goal. Growth is.
The message that we can choose to be beautiful implies that we should all aspire to feel beautiful. It implies that there is something wrong with women that look average. There is nothing wrong with looking average. In fact, by definition, most of us do. Body positivity, by encouraging women to feel more beautiful, actually contributes to a media landscape that continuously tells women to focus on their appearance.
This is where the argument eats itself. You complain that body positivity focuses too much on beauty, but that's all it ever did. It never focused on strength, discipline, or health. If you really cared about shifting focus, you'd be promoting body responsibility, not positivity.
Before I end this video, there is another crucial point to be said here. Body positivity emerged in one of the darkest times of body image in response to the 2000s. These women did what they could in the context they were in. At the time, showing your body like this was extremely brave. It was unseen before.
Bravery isn't the same as correctness. Sure, it took guts for people to challenge size zero fashion models in the early 2000s. But bravery doesn't make a bad idea good. At some point, representation turned into glorification of unhealthy bodies.
Was unseen before, and what they did had a lasting impact on beauty standards and on the conversations we're having today about them. Was it perfect? No. Was it good at the time? Yes. And I guess today is the day where we can start finding new alternatives that decenter beauty and that get us out of this binary thinking.
Decenter beauty is code for lower standards even further.
If you like this video, hi, my name is Lucy. I'm a therapist and I specialize in helping people break away from any negative pattern they might have around food or their bodies.
And yet, here you are, defending one of the most destructive negative patterns of all, pretending that choices don't matter.
So if you like this topic, maybe consider following this account for more content like this.
Body positivity tried to rewrite the rules of reality. And reality doesn't bend that easily. And you don't get to blame culture for outcomes that come from choices. Fat acceptance and body positivity have failed not because people are mean, but because biology doesn't care about your narrative. Health will always look like health, and deep down, we all know what that looks like.
Body neutrality always. I feel so neutral towards my body. I had that conversation a few weeks ago with a friend, trying to explain to him that I don't feel either beautiful or ugly. I don't appreciate when people tell me they think I'm pretty because it makes me uncomfortable and they assume it's because I have body image issue, but really it's because the sentence doesn't make sense to me. What makes me uncomfortable is that I am supposed to say thank you to something that makes me confused and a tad irritated. I just don't think of my body that way.
I just want us to aim towards body neutrality. It's my dream.
Yes, the whole messaging around, you are beautiful as you are, is still adhering to the idea of women's value residing in beauty. Like, for one, if everyone is beautiful, nobody is beautiful.
Body positivity, fat acceptance, fat liberation, body neutrality, they're all just different labels slapped on the same delusion. Each of them tries to dress up the same core idea, that you can detach how you feel about your body from the actual condition it's in. Different names, same fantasy. A comforting lie that excuses stagnation instead of pushing people toward health. At the end of the day, the solution isn't hashtags or movements, it's action. Weight loss isn't some mysterious puzzle, it's consistency. Start by cutting out processed junk and liquid calories. Focus on whole foods with protein and fiber, and move your body every single day. Build muscle, sleep enough, track what you eat, and be honest with yourself. It's about refusing to settle.